Hi, good evening, race fans, and welcome here live tonight here, Texas Motorspeedway. And I tell you what, it's going to be a good one. Got some good racing here, man. I tell you what, the big state here of Texas, and these guys are going to gear it up for us and get set, man, for the I-State F.E.G PC. It'll be Ford Entertainment PC Xfinity Series here live. Well, I got a man up here in the booth with me here tonight. I'm Joe White, but I got old Ryan up here. Ryan, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty excited for this race that we're going to have tonight at the virtual Texas Speedway.
Oh man, no doubt about it. I tell you, it's gonna be a fun one here. Texas, well, everything's big in Texas. We're gonna have some big speed. We're gonna have some big power on the track, and boys up here tonight. Plus, we got a little bit thing here called Dash for Cash here. We'll get into that here in a few, but right now, let's see if we can't grid these bad boys up. That's the man on pole here tonight. Puts it out front as well, they're still in qualifying. Gotta get through the qualifying before we grid them up here, but so far, old Steve, he's up front. Steve in that.
Yeah, he's coming in with a really fast lap. Dalton Tucker right behind him, so they're looking to sit on the front row as it sits right now. And Dalton Tucker just took it from him right there.
Yeah, Dalton, man, has been heads up, man, the last several weeks there. You know, he's had some good cars. He finally put it in victory lane last couple of weeks, but he's, you know, had an up and down season. Well, let's see if we can't get the grid in order up here now. As, man, like you just said, Dalton Tucker puts it on pole. We got Steven going to sit on the outside. Joshua Mayhew right there starting at third. Rob Haynes sitting in fourth. Anthony Keys up to fifth. Chuck Harrell right there in sixth. Brad Bothwell to seventh. Darren Bruce to 8, Thomas Lattimore to 9th, and Jacob Eisenhower rounds the top 10. As we look to the rest of it, we got a good solid field here in Texas, man, with these Xfinity cars. Brian, have you drove these cars around Texas at all?
I did. I was driving these cars earlier today, and these cars get really tight going into turn one, so we can expect a lot of cars pushing, maybe a couple cars running up the track. If you're running side by side, you might want to leave a little bit of room.
Well, there you go, man. I tell you what, it's going to be interesting to see what these guys can pull off here tonight. You know, this is the new pave style for, you know, iRacing, and the, you know, new style here as far as they repaved and redid Texas. I'm not 100%, and I apologize, folks, because I hadn't really read up on it. Not 100% sure what they really changed to Texas. Maybe obviously smoothed it out a little bit. But maybe if anybody out there knows 100% what exactly they changed.
Well, they used to have the old Texas before they repaved it, and now the banking in 1 and 2 is pretty much gone, so it's become a bottom lane track. You really want to be on that white line.
Well, there you go. And I remember this place been a little bit slick coming out of like turn 4. Turn 2, you know, could obviously get a little slick and actually could send you up in a wall. I have not raced the new configuration like what you just mentioned there, so I'm not 100% sure on what to expect. I do know this. The Xfinity car, yes, horsepower-wise, it's equal to what the Cup car is. The problem with these cars is they don't have the downforce like the Cup machine, and that usually poses a little trouble because these guys don't have that cushion of, well, a lot of handling that the Cup car has.
Yeah, with the Cup cars, you can pretty much go flat out for a couple laps. You may have to lift a little bit in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, you're full throttle. And about 3 and 4, these cars, you kind of got to roll out of the throttle. The downforce just doesn't let the tires grip.
Right now, I'll tell you what, these guys, man, are gridding it up here and going through the pace laps. We're getting set to go racing here tonight. Got a lot of great sponsors here, but our Cajun Raging, that was our starting grid. Don't want to forget those guys. Starting grid order there to sponsor for our starting grid. We got the iRacing I.F.E.G on board tonight. Obviously, Select Seal Coat. I mean, those guys, man, they definitely do it. Hopefully, we don't have too many cautions, but we definitely still want to shout them out because they are the caution sponsor. But you know, like we say, man, a lot of great ones. Obviously, Ford Entertainment Group here coming on board, but getting set to go green flag. Here we go. Pace cars out of turn 4. Gonna drop off on pit road and let the man out front, Dalton Tucker. Can he make it 2 wins this season already? Not sure who won last week now, Ryan. I wasn't here, so who pulled off the win last week?
I'm gonna have to double check on that.
Yeah, I mean, I apologize, folks. I wasn't here last week. Obviously, we wanted to give a shout out to the other group there, man, that brought all the action to you then. Man, the green flag flies. We're racing, and I tell you right now, you already see 2 wide racing, but they're already trying to go single file. So you can see that bottom lane, man, definitely paying dividends.
Yeah, we're having a lot of great racing here, and it looks like some cars are really just trying to get to the bottom and make sure that they can try and just settle it.
Yeah, so far right there, good battle with Anthony Keys, Rob Haynes and company right there, along with Chuck Harrell. They're in the mix. They're still side by side. Got a car off the pace there. You know, one thing I do notice here too with the Texas track is it looks like the runoff isn't as big as it used to be.
It does not feel as big as it used to be. I am not sure how wide this track is.
Yeah, it looks like right there in the turns, the walls now are coming up a little bit further than on the outskirts. Like I say, it's actually the first time I broadcasted the new Texas repave here on iRacing or anything. So, but it does kind of seem to me look like how they redid it there on the bottom. It just does not. I mean, coming into the turns, don't look like you got a lot of room to run off track. Could be the same. I could just be seeing different, but hey, either way, single file up front. Dalton's got it under control.
Yeah, Dalton just looks to be running away with this in the back of the pack. People are still trying to settle in, and we had 3 wide with Brian Rainville trying to get, it's just dropping back.
Yeah, like you said, so far, man, some good one. Thomas Lattimore's hanging on the 8th right there. Let's go back in about, like what you're talking about, Jacob Eisenhower, Jim Westerfield. Back there in about the 12th, 13th place spot. Trying to get all they can. Now, how's the tire wear? I think the tire wear is going to fall off here a little bit. Again, all new to me on this track, though.
It does not fall off as fast as you think. That right front does wear out, and the car gets really...
All right, good deal. Well, I'll tell you right now, still a good one. Everybody kind of single file, like what you just said. It's pretty much just going to that bottom lane. Right now, everybody seems like they want to get to it. See right there, Tom Drilling, Scott Wise and company, Matt Weeks. They all go single file. They were there door to door. Almost will try to shove that car down on the inside, didn't he?
Yeah, we have Kenneth McCullen coming up here, taking a position from Donnie Fair for what looks to be 30th in the back of the...
Yeah, got a lot of good racing throughout the field here, like what you just said. A lot of guys, you know, you got to go back, maybe like back here to about the 28th spot before you get some little side-by-sides. You got Waylon back there with Casey Duncan and company. And you go a little further back there with Keith Dunn. Now this track here, let's get an idea here what the lap times were last time around, because this will kind of tell us what we're looking at here. And then from 1 all the way back to about 27th, 30th position, man, you can see right now it's only just a little bit over a second, maybe right at a second really difference. So that kind of tells me right now, unless something changes drastically here in a few, coming from the back to the front, just really, well, probably not going to happen, or it's going to be very, very hard to do.
Yeah, it will be hard to do. This is a really hard track to pass because it is a 1-lane groove. You have to get your run out of 2 to try and set it up in 3 and 4. And if you can't get underneath somebody and drive it off really well, you're not going to make it, and you're just going to drop.
So far, so good. Everybody is hanging on pretty good. Up front, though, we still got Dalton Tucker. He's just walking out of the breeze. We've seen him do this a couple times. The problem is we've also seen him get caught up in some pit stop strategies that have messed him up in the past. Good battle going on back here at about 4th and 5th place spot though.
Yeah, I'm watching this, and then Rob Haynes is going to take that position from Anthony Keys, and Chuck Harrell is trying to jump in on this too. If you get caught on the outside, you're just going to get trained on the...
Yeah, like what you said earlier, down low seems to be the place you want to be, and you already see it there. Joshua up high, not to do it now. We mentioned something about Dash for Cash. There's $100 on the line here tonight. And folks, there's a one beside of the names out there. I don't know if you can actually see it on the ticker or not. I don't know if representative bring up. But see if I actually can somehow find a way to bring that up. Actually, I do see that looks like a asterisk or something besides some names out there. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Ryan. I believe Steven is one of them. Anthony's one. That could be the rookies. I'm looking at the rookies. That's right. Those are the rookies. And obviously we got a Rookie of the Year award here too. I'm trying to, they said there's a 1 there beside their name, but obviously it's not showing up on my ticker side, so that's going to be a little hard. I probably need, I'm gonna do some research here and find out who the actual Rookies of the Year are, or actually the Dash for Cash winners are right now.
So for leading the Dash for Cash, we have Anthony Keys, and right behind him, Rob Haynes. He's in the Dash for Cash. Chuck Harrell, Brad Bothwell, Thomas Lattimore, Josh Mayu, Bill Benedict back in 11, Adam Pettit back in 14, Jason Branch back in 15, Justin Geldhill back in 20th, Scott Wise all the way back in 21st. Those are your Dash for Cash drivers.
There you go, man. I tell you what, Ryan on top of it there. I appreciate it, man. You know, like I said, we had a little list there just to kind of look and see what we've got. But right now, a lot of great drivers out here so far.
Yeah, I'm watching the second group with Anthony Keys on deck, and I wonder if they're just trying to either ride it out and get settled in, or if Chuck is trying to really get around them. But it looks like he's going to be under pressure from the 56 of Brad Bothwell right now, and he's almost about to...
Yes, it is. Right now, it's the man out front, Dalton. He is hanging on to it very strong, like so far. So, good run, man, amongst all these guys.
Yeah, this is starting to turn into a really good race. Hopefully, they can keep it.
Well, they're looking pretty clean so far. What you think?
I do, and we're having another pass over. It looks like Brad Bothwell is going to take it over Anthony Keys for third pole.
Yeah, Brad's up there to third. I like that pass. What do you see in these guys out here need to do a little bit different? Anything you would do on the track here, Ryan?
Well, I'm not as fast as these guys, so I'd be trying to just ride my way through. Of course, we have the stages coming up, so you just want to... We have to also think about pitch strategy coming into play. Maybe we're going to see pitch traps stop here.
Oh, you're right. Pitch strategy, and you talk about being fast. I'm like you, man. I probably just wouldn't be as fast as a lot of these guys either.
Yeah, these are some of the fastest. When I do run with these guys, they just lead me. These are some of the best.
Good run. Hey, what's going on out there, Matthew, Renee, Tim? How y'all doing? Good race so far, man, amongst everybody. Got a good battle going on right here, though. That's actually Rob Haynes there and Anthony Keys. Looks like them two are going to battle it out. That's actually for fourth and fifth. Right behind them, Darren Bruce was bringing it to the front.
And we have Matthew Annis, I hope I did not butcher that name, asking how Reggie's doing, and Reggie is back in the 28th position.
Yeah, Reggie right now, he's back there, just kind of seeming to hang on, bide his time a little bit, kind of riding out back there by himself. Like we said earlier, going to be a tough place here tonight to try to come through the field because everybody is really, really, it's close. You know, it's really close.
It is close, and it looks like Stephen Abasius has closed up that lead just a little bit on Dalton Tucker. Maybe he can try and get him on the pit strategy to get this thing.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Good one so far here amongst all these guys. Good race, man. I like it. And Texas, kind of give us an idea what we're going to see through. It looks like pit stops already. Justin back there in the back is going to make a pit stop. So, is this maybe something you thought about here, Ryan? Is that early, 22 laps in to make a pit stop?
No, I do not think it's early. I think this is about the time that we're going to start seeing them. My question is, are they going to be taking two tires or gas only?
Well, we're looking at for the stages tonight. Lap 52, 105, and obviously the last lap 167 there. So lap 52 is the first one. You know, we know taking it to 52 laps on this track would be very, very daunting and very hard to do. So I don't know, but we've seen some wild stuff.
Yeah,
we got a lot of guys coming on pit though, right?
Yeah, they just cannot make it on fuel for 52 laps. You can probably push it as close as you can and maybe try and jump it for when everybody comes down the stage. That could be a strategy. Yeah,
good race so far. There's the Lego machine out there doing pretty good. He's hanging on to it there. Like I say, Dalton, he's out front still leading it. Be interesting to see when a lot of these front runners are going to come up on pit road as we're 25 into this one of the 167. Obviously, we're looking at lap 52 here for our first stage here tonight. That'll be our first stage caution there tonight. So definitely have two cautions on board with that. Hopefully, we won't too many more, and these guys will pretty much stay clean. This track actually, you've got a lot of room, and it looks like what you mentioned earlier. Everybody's wanting on the bottom right, groove so far. Looks like they're getting a little slick coming out of the turns there, turn 4. But everybody's staying down low, and passing's not that big here. You might see a guy pick one car off at a time, but nobody's coming to the field. And I say that here, the caution's out.
It is. Do we have a reason for the caution?
I think it's Darren Bruce is saying he went off track here. Let's go back and see where Darren is, and maybe see if that's who caused it here. He's in the 27 machine. Let's say he went off the track, came back on. I don't know if it's maybe just like we were just talking. Car got out from under him. Let's watch the replay right fast. He's going to the turn. And looks like, another machine in front of him got loose and he had to check up. Problem when he had to check up, that car got way out of shape, went up into the wall. Now, he's way off the track, so I'm not 100% sure on that. I mean, iRacing sometimes they kind of, I don't know, know their own things. But under caution here, so that's going to help them out pit-wise.
Yeah, this probably plays into a lot of people's strategy. They were coming to pit road, so I wonder what we're going to see if we see two tires, maybe four tires, or whoever pitted, at least they get the wave around right now. This probably messed up their entire strategy.
That's true. If you went a lap down on the pit, now we had a couple of them that were on pit road, so that might help them out a little bit. But you're right, everybody here on pit road right now. You got Dalton Tucker right there. Going to come down, slide into his pit box. I'm gonna say 4 tires of fuel is gonna be the norm here. I don't think anybody. I want to say nobody's not gonna take 2 tires, but I think this early would be kind of a little early for that.
Well, if you want to try and play a strategy to get some stage points here, it might be a good way to get some track.
You know, and that's right too. You know, I would say maybe if this caution would have came out, maybe let's say 5, 8 laps later, I'd go along with that game plan. I don't know. I mean, which again, it still probably wouldn't be too bad. I mean, obviously we're looking at lap 52. It does look like this is one of these kind of races. You know, I don't know if you know, on our Ryan, we see a lot of races like with Auto Club and tracks like that, where track position is really keen. And sometimes, you know, you see guys take 2 tires and you think, well, there's no way they're going to stay out front. But they do, because track position is there. You know, they might lose 1 or 2 positions, but that the track position is so important here. You just really can't come through the field. I'm like you. I mean, everybody took 4, but again, we might see it if it goes green and maybe a caution or something happens in the second stage. It'll be interesting to see if somebody does take 2.
And it does not look like anybody did. It looks like everybody seemed to take 4 because Dalton is right back out front.
Yeah, it's going to cycle around. I mean, this time around, everybody took 4, like you said. So, yeah, nobody trying to take a gamble. I think this pretty much, this pit stop here was, I saw what my car can do, kind of on a long green flag. I kind of got a feel for it when the tires started wearing out a little bit. Now I know what I could do. Like I say, maybe next time, if this kind of cycles around and happens, maybe then I can say, okay, let's try the 2 tires. Let's see what the car would do. But then again, I'm not out there. I mean, I don't know. That car could have been so slick that they'd be like thinking, they could also be thinking of, you know what, 2 tires just not. It's not tight. It's not getting tight or anything like that. And you know and I know, man, Ryan, if a car's tight, obviously the fastest way to loosen it up, put 2 tires on it, the thing's going to get loose. But on the flip side, if she's already slick, man, you don't want to make it too much more slick.
Oh, no, not at all. Those 2 tires will make that thing about to snap out from.
Right, and that's just it right there. I mean, you don't want it to come out from under. You don't want these guys, man, to have, you don't want that car to be uncontrollable or unmanageable. Because Texas is already, like I say, from the past, from why I knew the Texas Motorspeedway, and then I, definitely want to show off, man, who are wearing the caution here tonight. So we definitely want to throw out our caution sponsors: Select Seal Coat and Asphalt Repair. Don't want to forget those guys. Like I said, we enjoy throwing out the sponsor out there. We don't enjoy the caution part of it, but hey, we do appreciate them coming on board. If you're looking for something like, if you're looking for anything done like, seal coat or asphalt repair, commercial or real estate, check those guys out. I mean, they got 20 years experience. They'll definitely hook you up. But that's our caution sponsor here, Select Seal Coat. An outstanding job. But what we were talking about with tires, from what I knew on Texas was already a slick track to begin with. And I just feel like if these cars are not being tight here tonight, right now, and they are a little bit slick, we're talking about the 2 tires, man, it can be treacherous.
It can be, and that we're about to go green here. We're about to see who's got the feel for their car and who's going to be making big moves since we're coming to the stage end. But we're probably going to go green. What kind of crazy blocks are we going to see going into turn 3?
Absolutely. So here we go. We're getting set to go green flag here tonight. Pace cars out of turn 4. We're going to drop off on pit road. Dalton Tucker's a man out front for right now with Steven. Right there beside him, Dalton gets another good jump. And the field man is set here to head off into turn 1. And I just noticed something, too.
What's that?
Why? My grandstand ain't showing here. Right.
I noticed that too. When you're driving on this track and you're going into the front stretch, it really messed me up because there was no grandstand.
I saw that. I mean, I got it on in here, but folks, yeah, y'all can see it right there. Hey, it's turned on, so I have no clue. Maybe that's just something with the render thing or whatnot. But either way, hey. But you know what's funny? I go to a different angle here, and the closer we get, guess what? It's there. So I got to be something on how the track is. Obviously, we're on a virtual world, folks. You know, and you know, iRacing has been in the media the last several weeks. But I hope everybody's staying safe out there with the virus concerns, the coronavirus and stuff like that. Got everybody staying at home and whatnot. But you know, and all the sporting events are, you know, closed down. So we got the great racing here at iRacing, and like I said, they've been in the media with a lot of things with NASCAR. So we are in the virtual world, but I always have said, man, Ryan at iRacing.com is the realest thing you can get without going and spending millions of dollars to go real racing. And you know, it's been showcased here the last couple of weeks. It's been very good. Leagues like this here with the I-State Racing, man, and sponsors like Ford Entertainment Group and all the other great sponsors here on board, and many other leagues out there in iRacing, and obviously, you know, being able to broadcast this stuff been as awesome. And these drivers out here, it's kind of their time to shine. I mean, I guess it came at the right time for them.
It did, and you got to give it up for iRacing for everything that they've done for the racing community, bringing racing to everyday people and giving everybody a chance. And so we can have, so in this time that we're having right now, we can at least have some type of racing going on, because that's what we're all here for.
Yeah, you know, that is kind of puzzling, folks. Give me 1 second. I'm going to throw my splash screen up here, and I'm going to check, because I know I got grandstand on. Oh, what's that on? There it is. What in the world? Why wasn't? But guess what? Now we got a crowd. Got a crowd here at Texas. I don't know why, man. How in the world? Why that was off like that? So, hey. But there you go. We got a grandstand now. What happened is everybody went and had to go get something to eat, and they all just came and came to the race. We're going to call it like that. How's that, Ryan?
All right, good enough for me.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how. I apologize to that there, folks. You know, I mean, hey, look, we always talk about this and that, but apologize there. I don't know how in the world that setting got knocked off, but it did kind of puzzle me there. But where'd my fans go at? I mean, hey, they all got here late. Their ticket sales must have sold out or something. Talking about sporting events, but good race so far. Dalton up front, man, running. And Rob Haynes took over the second place spot there over Brad Bothworth. And he run down that man up there, though, Dalton.
He seemed to on the short run. Let's see if he has anything for the long run, right?
You like that, didn't you, Matthew, out there? Yeah, the fans, they all of a sudden they came back from a bathroom break. That's what it was.
I was thinking Michael Waltrip on a taco truck out there.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, there you go. Oh, man, I tell you, I never a dull moment here. Hey, folks, I tell you, I always go off the old notion here, man. Fun and exciting sim racing here. Online sim racing at work.com. And we try to bring the action and bring the seriousness here to you. But we also like to have fun. Good battle going on the track here for about 10th and 11th place spot there. You got Anthony Keys and Josh. They're right there, 10th and 11th, man, battling it out.
Yeah, and Bill Benedict is trying to capitalize on that momentum that Anthony Keys lost to get up there and take that position.
Who's your favorite out here right now?
I gotta say Dalton right now. He has been there every week, and he is just dominating.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, he has been there every week, and definitely has dominated a lot. Not won everything because, again, you know, we've said it time and time again, or I've said it, you know, week in and week out. It's not always, I got another guy gets up, but it's not always the fastest car that wins. You just got to be there at the end. And a lot of times what has happened to Dalton is pit stops And mental mistakes sometimes have messed him up. And I always talk about mental mistakes, Ryan, which means a lot of times pit road, making mistakes on pit road, or making mistakes actually on the track itself. And it looks like Chad Engel off the track. So back on the replay and see what happened to him. Hope he had some help here. He's battling there with the 9. Side by side right now. Oh, looks like the car just washed up, got to the wall, and he went to the infield wide open, helping out landscaping. Kept straight though.
Right now for 15, Josh May was trying to get around, I think, the 14 car of Anthony Keys, trying to get up there and win this Dash for Cash.
You know, and that's another thing. We were talking about the Dash for Cash series right there tonight. I mean, that's some money on the line. Hey, $100 right there.
It is, and right now, Brad Bothwell has taken that second place position, is now our Dash for Cash.
So far, so good. A lot of these guys out here posting up, having a good run. I-State Racing Association here tonight for the Entertainment Group PC. They got the Xfinity Series. That's what it is here, and guys are having an outstanding run so far. Dalton Tucker's the man out front with Brad Bothwell. Him and Ron Haynes, though, they've had a pretty good battle going on there for second. Been watching that battle here the last couple times.
Yeah, Rob Haynes wants to take that position back from him, and it looks like Stevie Basius is trying to get up in on this.
Very, very nice one right now. Everybody, like you said, it's kind of being patient. It's a 3-car battle right there. About to heat up. That's actually for the second place spot. You got Brad, Rob, and Steven right there. Steven got a nice paint job. The Coca-Cola machine, that's a nice looking car.
It is nice as he gets under Rob Haynes, and will he take the position for 4th or 3rd?
He did. He got right away there, man, and he moves it up for 3rd place. So the top 3 guys, Dalton Tucker, Brad Bothwell, and Steve right there. Looking good, and, you know, 2 rookies, Brad and Steven and Rob. So you got 3 rookies right there battling for 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So that could come down to a battle. But look at old Steve, drops down on the inside. He's going to try to take that 2nd place spot.
Yeah, it looks like Steve is really... It looks like he really knows how to save those tires. He kind of washes up, doesn't get right to the bottom.
Kind of looking at the lap times, too. He is running right there neck and neck with Dalton Tucker. Thing about it is, though, Dalton has stretched that lead out. So he's going to have to do it. He's about 1.9 seconds, almost 2 seconds ahead of those guys. So Dalton, he's definitely got a little room here to breathe, but man, I tell you what, Steven, he's got that car moving right now.
He does, and we got a battle for 4th, 3rd going.
Rob takes it. Goes right on the inside, takes it away from old Brad right there. Jim Westerfield right there, he's having a good run too. He's battled it up to 5th. Jacob there in 6th place spot. You got Josh up to 7th. Tom Drilling there in 8th, Bill Benedict in 9th. Kenneth up here in the actual 10th place. But right now, we only got a couple laps to go for our first stage here tonight. Remember, lap 52. Now, they have to complete lap 52. And I bring that up, Ryan, is because a couple weeks ago, Casey Duncan was leading the lap, took the lap for the stage, but the car, he ran out of gas at a turn 4, taking the stage caution. He didn't complete it.
Yeah, and that's really upsetting for him. And I know he was probably kicking himself on.
Well, it took the gamble. Thought he'd maybe get out there and get the bonus points. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, obviously, not having the night he wanted. But here we go. We're on lap 52. Here, Dalton Tucker. He's got to complete the lap 52. They'll send us in a lap 53, and then they'll throw the caution. It'll be the first stage of the night. But as it looks right now, Dalton Tucker is going to be the man to take on as he out of turn 4. He's going to take out. And our stage 1 winner here tonight, Dalton Tucker, is going to put it right there. Stage 1. The caution should fly here shortly. And that's going to put us in our first stage here tonight. And there's the caution.
I am enjoying what I am seeing during this race. But compared to what we see in the actual NASCAR series, this track on iRacing just provides some of the best racing all around.
It has right now. I mean, we've seen some passing, even with these guys getting spread out like they are in single file. We've seen some passing throughout the field. A lot of times when you see races with guys getting single file like that, there's not a lot of passing. It kind of just, you can't really do much. But we do see a little bit of groups here and there, guys doing it. And then you see little packs forming up. But under caution here for stage 1 tonight, select seal coat and asphalt repair caution. Here's sponsor caution tonight. They're bringing it to us. If you need anything done, commercial or real estate, commercial or residential. My bad. I'm sorry about that. Check those guys out at Select Seal Coat and Asphalt Repair. They'll definitely get you hooked up. So, caution here. First stage winner, Dalton Tucker. He's been the man dominating. He's dominated a lot of the races. The problem is he's not won a lot of them. And it's really been due to the fact of some mistakes on pit road has got him marred in traffic later on in the race.
Yeah, and you gotta think that probably drives a fire in them to come back even.
Now, my thing about it is, too, when you're out front, we've seen this many a times, when you're out front and your car, handles and drives very well out front, which obviously that's where you want to be. But when you're out front like that, and then what happens later on in the race, you've been out front all race long. What we've seen in the past, we even see it in real racing, when you get marred back in traffic, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th place, somewhere in that area, and you get behind another car, you don't know what your car is going to do. And there might be a lot of the problem. We've seen that happen to Dalton. Out front dominating most of the race. You know what your car is going to do, but you've never been behind anybody the whole entire race. The problem is by the time that happens, it's towards the end of the race, you don't have enough time to fix the problem. Unlike maybe somebody that's been in the back here and so forth, knows what their car is going to do in traffic. If they could just get up front and get it out front in the clean air, they would be like, yeah, I'd be setting sail. So we're going to have to see. It's very important Dalton doesn't make any mistakes later on.
Yeah, it almost gives guys like Stevie Basie, Rob Haynes, and Brad Bothwell, who have been up front running for that second place, a little bit of advantage. If it does go on a long green flag run with green flag pit stops, if they know how to pass, they know the moves that they need to make those.
Right, and there you go. Exactly. That's what I get at. They really know what needs to be done in traffic. And I'm not saying that Dalton doesn't either, but I have seen, I mean, the only reason I'm talking about him is because he's out front dominating the race. I've seen it for other drivers in the past, too. You get so comfortable out there knowing what your car will do, but then when you get behind traffic or behind other cars trying to pass them, it's all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, my car's totally different. I can't get around these guys.
It almost makes you drive different too, because you really don't want to get into somebody, and it'll make you second guess of what you're doing in the.
Yeah, so far, man, looking good out front. Dalton Tucker, I mean, as long as he stays where he's at right now, he's got no worries and he'll be very, very good. Again, want to appreciate everybody tuning in. It's been a good race here tonight. Sunday night style racing here with the I-State Racing Association, sponsored by Ford Entertainment Group PC here with the Xfinity Series. A good one. Right now, stage 1. Looking maybe to bring it up here. Stage 2, folks, we're looking for. Go ahead and give you that number. Lap 105. That's going to be stage 2 here.
I like what I see with Kenneth McCullough right now. He went from 33rd, and now he's sitting right just inside the top 10 and 9.
Yeah, it is. We're getting set to double file these guys up here to go back green flag racing. You're right. A lot of these gentlemen out here trying to bring it up to the field. Maybe make some, gambles on what they need to do. Let's see. Everybody pretty much took 4 tires. And here's the thing. What that's telling me now is this track probably is still slick to them, and tire wear is falling off because, we've only been out here about 18 laps, maybe 15 laps on this caution. Give or take a few. If somebody would have took 2, I would have thought maybe they would have took 2 then. But there again, this race does have a feel of it could go a long green flag run. That's another thing that they're probably looking at. So nobody took 2 tires. Everybody took 4 on this one. Pace car's coming out of turn 4. We're going to take that hard left turn, drop off on pit road. We're getting set here to go back green. Dalton Tucker and company out front here. Pace car's in. Green flag's going to fly. We're going to go back racing here at Texas.
Dalton is just killing on these restarts, getting a huge jump before everybody else, and Rob Haynes is taking advantage of that bottom lane, getting up there in second, taking it from Steven.
Yeah, everybody been's having some really good racing there. Everybody's trying to get single file up front, though. You see, like I said, Dalton, Rob, Steve, Brad, the battling out. You got a lot of side-by-side action going on back here in the back. 10th, 11th, 12th place spot. A little bit further back, about 18th there. Again, looks like what you said earlier. You want to get down low and get caught up outside. Not the place to be.
It is not, and we're seeing a lot of moves being made towards the back of the.
Yes, that's where you really want to try to get as much as you can coming through the field here. Right there on the outskirts of them, you got Ronnie, got Rick back there, Doug Hess, Chris West, about 18th, 19th place spot. They got some good racing going on.
Caution it out.
Oh, Brian Rainfield. That's his last name right here. See what happened to him because, he just got turned, slammed to the wall hard, and then just got nailed again. Back and watch that one more time because he goes side by side, and the cars looks like they just took 2 guys just trying to take the same real estate, man, and I tell you, he got turned hard into the wall. That thing slammed outside wall bad.
Yeah, it looks like his night might be done. That was a really hard hit.
There was huge lick right there. All right, Steve out front in third. Rob's there in second. Dalton's still leading this one, but huge lick. It looks like the sun's coming out a little bit. Change up the track some.
Do you think the patience is wearing thin, that the laps are winding down? Oh, and Dalton just pulled on the pit road.
See that? So now, we were talking earlier about, why Dalton would have pulled on pit road. That's,
I wonder if he thought everybody else was going to come in, but it looks like Rob Haynes is going to stay out. I don't think that he can make it on fuel to the end of the stage.
Well, that would be a long time. He had somebody else coming in there with him. Got another, who was it with him? Sure, but I tell you what, that's a turn of events right there. Now, here's what we were talking about earlier. Exactly what we were talking about earlier. Coming in on pit road, now he's going to see what this car will do in traffic. Yes, he's going to have a little newer tires, but he's going to need a long green flag run to utilize those tires, I feel, in order to get to the front.
This may help him for the end of the race. He'll learn what the car can do and how to pass and where to make moves and how to.
And you're right on that one. It definitely now would be the time probably to gamble. Like you just said there, even if he was to have, if this thing goes green all the way to the next stage, even if that happens, and he has to make another pit stop in between there, he still knows what his car will do later on. And, he's going to make some positions up here, true, because he on a little newer tires. But in order to get from where he is right now to the front, I mean, he's starting 12th, too far off. Problem is, there's a lot of cars past being at first.
It is, and he's going to have to really push hard, and hopefully he doesn't push too hard and wear out those tires too soon. But maybe he has a pit strategy that he's going to.
Well, so far, man, everybody's looking good out front. So our leader of the race, Dalton Tucker, went on pit road, but Rob Haynes takes over the top spot here, along with Steven. Got Brad Bothwell right there in third. They've all had a pretty good race here.
Yeah, these three drivers are the next two fighting for that second position all day.
So far, so good. Out front, Rob Haynes. Now's his time to shine. Let's see what he's got out here. Well, you said earlier there, Ryan, what does Dalton Tucker have to do to get back to the front here?
Drive smart and stay out of trouble. If he's starting in 12th, he's going to start on that high lane. Hopefully he doesn't get dropped back too far. Maybe he can make something work on the outside, try and pinch somebody down.
Well, there you go. How you have it. So we'll see if Rob Haynes, how he's going to manage this thing up front here. He's got definitely a good run. Right there beside of him, though, got Steve. He definitely wants that top spot, too. Don't count out Brad. All three of them machines have been having a good race here so far.
They have, and the way that Steve seems to be saving his tires, he seems to come back on the long runs, even when he dropped back to third. I think the lowest I've seen him is fourth right now. He just knows how to save those tires from what it looks like and come right back to the front. So maybe that's a strategy, just give them the position.
Well, we're getting set to go back green flag. We'll see what happens here with this with these guys out here. If anybody, man, is able to do anything, see if Dalton's able to come up through the field. Pace cars coming around. Here we go. It's going to drop off on pit road. Guys go back to work. Out of turn 4. We're getting set to go back green here at Texas.
Rob Haynes has a huge jump.
He did. He got a good jump right there. And Steven and all them behind him checked up just a little bit there. Looks like maybe some wheel spin on the start. That's something you have to keep in mind. But it's side-by-side battle for second.
Yeah, it looks like Steve has been learning from these restarts on how to run that outside lane to try and make the stick so he can hold on to that second position.
Run so far. Here comes Josh down the inside. He's going to try to take third place there. Way don't know if he's going to be able to get it. He's got that inside groove. I think the inside, like you said earlier, that's where you want to be. And look at Brad. He's caught up high. He's about to get freight trained.
Yeah, he is not he did not have a good restart. He just keeps dropping back one after.
Well, he was able to drop in line right there. Good thing, because he would have gotten shuffled all the way back to the back. Give you an update. Dalton Tucker still stuck back in 12th, and that's kind of what we figured. Even with the new tires, just not able to come through the field like he wants to. I mean, he's got to modulate it easy. I want to get in cautions out. Casey Duncan and Chris McCullen again. McCullen right there. Let's see what happened here. Oh, just got tangled up. Chris almost had a hold of it. Pretty good save. Actually, it started back. KC here. What happened? KC riding along. 17 machine. Right there in front. Like Casey's car just got tight, went up the track, came back down in the tri-oval, and those two just tried to take the same real estate, and KC went off through the grass.
Casey just seems to have a lot of unfortunate luck this year.
You know, and there's some guys, we talk about this. Just, it seems like luck is on their side, and every good fortune's there. And it happens in racing. Sometimes when you're on, you're on. But then there's some guys out there, man, who just every time you turn around, just something bad's happening. And, you just can't get away from it. So, unfortunate right there, like you said. Some guys, man, what an old song, some guys have all the luck, so. But in the caution tonight, bring it up here, man, for our select seal coat and asphalt repair. Check those guys out. Like I say, give them a call if you need anything done, commercial or real estate. Those guys, man, will definitely. A residential. You know what? I guess I must be off in La La Land tonight, folks.
We all have those days. It's all right.
Yeah, no doubt. So check them out. Select Seal Coat, caution sponsor here tonight. Now, like I say, we love shouting them out. We just don't like shouting out the cautions because we don't want these guys having a bad night,
No, we do not. We hate to see anybody wreck out of a race or have a really bad night, and we just want to see everybody do well.
All right. Well, so far, man, we've had a very good race. A lot of turning points here, and we've talked about it. Tell you what, this caution who it benefits. Dalton Tucker. A lot of guys pitted in front of him, and he's up to fourth now.
Yeah, I think he had the right idea, putting on that last caution. If we get another one, he can probably go the rest of the way.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of these guys who pitted here actually can think about going all the way to the stage. They're going to be on those newer tires if it goes green all the way to the stage there. So, something to think about. Several guys like Rob and them went on pit road.
Yeah, these guys are probably in max fuel saving load right now, probably trying to get every drop of gasoline that they can.
Absolutely. So, good run here amongst all of them. Yeah, Chris is having a pretty good run here tonight. Let's see. Now, Kevin is out. He's up to second so far. Chris, maybe not the race that he wanted. Way back in 34. Got caught up in that wreck, so not really what he wanted to happen this early.
One to go. These guys are getting ready to go back green again.
All right, here we go. Get set back green flag here. Texas Motorspeedway. All right, Josh out front here. We can set back to green. Kenneth's right there starting in second. Pace cars out of turn 4. Gonna drop off on pit road. Going back green here at Texas. A good run, jump right there for Josh. Got old John held right there. He's trying to see if he can't take over a second. Our car washed up the track there for a moment. Kenneth right now hanging on the third. Good run between him and John. It's a good battle for second place.
Ooh, Dalton's looking to make it 3 wide for that second place position as just gets under.
Remember, he's got those new tires there, Dalton does, so he's going to be able to get that spot away.
He is now. How fast is he going to run down Josh up front in that lead to take it?
Absolutely. We'll have to see what if he's able to got the tires left to be able to run him down. That's coming through the field like he did earlier. That's what you got to keep in mind with there. Back here in the back. Remember Rob Haynes? He pitted. Well, he's coming through the field pretty good. He's back up to 8th. All right. And Josh right there along with him too. Chuck Harrell. Good racing all the way through this field, huh?
There is. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. I like that there's battles through everywhere. I like that Rob Haynes is just tearing through this field, making any move he can, just flying through it. And we're starting to get a battle for the lead. Dalton Tucker is almost to the back bumper of.
What do you think about this run that Josh is having out front right now?
He's doing pretty good, but Dalton Tucker is right there to his back bumper. He's got to try and hold.
Actually, Dalton right now, though, is going to look to try to take that away from him. Yeah, Kenny's having a good run out there, but new leader, Dalton Tucker, goes back to the front point there. But man, that was a good pass on those guys.
Rob Haynes has just made it up to the 5th position. It looks like he's taking.
It like
Is
that.
it?
I don't see anything voice-wise coming out. think Ryan might be having a few technical difficulties there. Keep up with the action here for you. Old Dalton, he's out front right now. Jim Westerfield right there, hanging on to 5th. John held up to 6th. Thomas Lattimore there in 7th. Behind him, you got Chuck Harrell, Steven Knight, Joshua Mayhew. The battle back up to 10th place. Ryan's back. Got to fix it.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, it lighten up. Nothing's coming over though. Ryan, he'll keep fiddling with it. He'll see if he can't get us out. Mic and stuff working. Got a few pit stops. And remember, we're looking for lap 105, folks. 105. For our, we're having a few little problems there. Okay. Fixed. Lap 105 is our next stage here tonight. Remember, Dalton Tucker, he won the first stage. Pulled off the second one here. Good battle there between Steven, Josh, and Thomas Lattimore's going to head off on the pit road. That's going to put Brad Bothwell up to 8th. Rob Haynes back up to 3rd. Remember, he's got the newest tires. He might have the tires to run down Dalton Tucker out front. Got to see what happened. A good race so far amongst all these gentlemen. How y'all doing out there? What's up, Dre? Ian? Tim, how's everybody doing out there tonight? Been a good race so far amongst all these drivers. Rob there, he's moving up. See if he can't take that second place spot. See if he can't run down the last lap times, because remember, Rob had he's got a little newer tires than what Dalton does. So let's see if he actually can. Whoa, Rob's on pit road. What? Caution's out. Wow. Okay.
All right, you got me now?
Well, I can see this right here is that was kind of strange. Oh, huge wreck. Wow. Got Bill Benedict, everybody right there involved in that one. What happened? Looks like, oh, checkup right there. Somebody trying to go off on a pit road, looks like, and then from there it was a car wreck. It's everybody piled in on it. Ouch. And it just closed up the whole track, nowhere to go.
You got me over there, Joe.
Oh, you can see it, man. Cars just wham, bama. All over the place. So that was a huge, huge wreck. And Rob came down on pit road right before that. He timed that one beautifully. Good timing. Lap 80 some here, so we're definitely looking for 105 as far as the caution goes. All right. Well, so far out here, and exciting for Texas Motorspeedway. Y'all excited? Like what you see out there so far? You got Rob Haynes. He's back up to 4th. We're getting close to the stage 2 here at caution tonight. It's definitely been a tough one here for Texas. Guys definitely don't know what to expect so far. I've enjoyed it. Good racing throughout. Far up front. Got a new leader right now out front though. Jason Branch, excuse me. Ron right there. Rob Haynes sitting in third. Dalton Tucker fourth. Josh Saucy. I'm gonna say Saucy. Hope that's right. Up the fifth right now. Man up in the booth with me here earlier, Ryan, he was having some technical difficulties with the Discord, so here by myself, so goes quiet a couple times. Bear with me. Still bringing this action though. Wow. Who's y'all's favorite drivers out there? Well, I know some of y'all's drivers already. I already see you shouting them out. If you haven't shouted out your favorite driver, who's your favorite driver? If you have shouted out your favorite driver, well, let's do it again. Let's bring up our sponsor here. Select Seal Coat and Asphalt Repair is our caution sponsor here. If you're looking for anything residential and commercial, check those guys out. Definitely give them a call. Select Seal Coat and Asphalt Repair. They will definitely get you hooked up. A lot of experience. Those guys definitely know what they're doing. That is our caution sponsor here tonight. We got a lot of great sponsors. You can see them all going across the screen down there at the bottom that represent here at the I-State Racing Association. The main title sponsor, Ford Entertainment Group, PC right there, F.E.G, however you want to say it. But it stands for Ford Entertainment Group. Xfinity Series, so. And Jeffrey Ford's a man out there who owns that one. Let's get an idea of where old Jeffrey's at tonight. Not the race that he wants. He's probably wanting to race tonight. He's probably thinking, just forget about it because he's 38th spot right now. Here we go. Jason Branch out front. Ron right there in second. Rob starting in third. Matthew says you're going for Reggie. All right, nothing wrong with that. Pace cars turning off turn 4. Going to drop off on pit road. Let these guys go back to work here. Here we go. Go back at it. Green flag. We're racing in Texas. Woo! Well, I'll tell you what, 15 car did not get going. It jacked the field up. Tom Drilling. Excuse me, not 15, but for reason just did not get going. The car didn't get up to speed. Oh, car around the 14. We got a huge crash in the back. I don't know what in the world transpired there. 14 had help. That's actually Anthony Keys all over the place. And then we had a big one in the back there. Caution. All right, just starting to be like, wow, we had some good green flag runs, but you got to let those tires warm up a little bit. Jump all on it. All right, caution out here. Happens. Woo. We got to get up here to the halfway caution. Still got that to come up. Who's gonna lead and who's gonna win stage 2 here tonight? That one is definitely going to be the question as we head off lap 105 here, and then obviously from that point on, who's going to be the guy to put it in victory lane here tonight? I think it's a good race that we're having out here. A lot of these guys, man, are they come out here and they put their best to the best. Under caution here for the Select Seal Coat and Asphalt Repair caution. Sponsor caution here. See, these guys, man, are storming around Texas Motorspeedway, virtual Texas track here at iRacing.com. And iRacing, like I've always said, realest thing you'll get without spending millions of dollars. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Mike Hammer. All right. Well, hey, you're liking Dalton, Steven, Haynes. Okay. Nothing wrong with that now. I'm liking their chances too. Look pretty good. I definitely do. I like their chances. We're going to line them back up here as lights off on the pace car. Get set here to go back green flag race. Here we go.
All right, Joe, can you hear me now?
Two by two here. Lights off on the pace car. Bob Haynes and company out front. Set the back green flag here at Texas Motorspeedway. Remember, we're looking for that lap 105 for our second stage here tonight. Pace car's in. Oh, Rob gets a good jump. And again, a little checked up in the back there. Bob gets another good jump out front. See a 16 machine there. He jumps off down the apron there. Casey Duncan up the fifth. Well, I tell you, he spun earlier. Good bounce back for him. Hopefully he has something good come out of here tonight there. Look like you said, Scott Wise right there on the inside. Them guys taking some chances here. They need these points. Bucky Tucker back up to third. Getting close, and oh, you see some good racing right here. This is good door-to-door action. Captain back here. Start seeing it there though. Good little run. Jacob moves up in. Side by side. Some guys got better tires than others, but it's the race. They know the caution's coming around the corner. They can go back in and get 4 tires, but that top 10. You want to get in that top 10. Oh, cars are damaged. Had to get out of the way a little bit. Everybody had to go around them. Wow. Brad Bothwell off the track, back up the track though. And then around the caution. Man, I tell you what, I don't understand on that one. Brad Bothwell had it held and then came right up the track in front of him. And then like Justin into the wall hard. Caution out. Oh, devastating right there. That might actually take us into the stage caution. We're going to be very close to it, so we'll have to see how it works out. If not, we're only going to have a couple laps. We'll definitely have to check it out and see right there. Good one here so far. We'll just have to see if that actually takes us into the stage caution. Or, oh, it's it close. Well, if you hold up, Matthew, how you doing? Well, if y'all like what you see, man, hit a like, hit a share. Definitely been appreciated out there. OSR Network on Facebook and YouTube here tonight. Definitely let us know. We'll check out and see what we got. All right. Alright, it's been an outstanding run here. A caution here for our select seal coat and asphalt repair. Title sponsor cautions here tonight. Those guys out if need anything done on commercial and residential. Out front right now though, Bob Haynes takes over top spot. Well, let's see some of your favorites out here so far. Don't think Reggie got hit, but we'll see where Reggie's at now. Right now, it's sitting in 24th. I think he got damage out of that. He looks pretty clean from this moment. Got a long way to go, though, to make up some track position. He's hard way, way, way back. We're getting set to go back. Green flag here tonight. Pace cars lining them up. Here we go out of turn 4. Getting set to go back. Green flag. And it's going to be kind of a shootout here to the stage caution. Rob Haynes gets a good jump out front. He wants to be the one to maybe take caution or take stage number 2. But Dalton definitely has other ideas. He's going to try to dive down the inside, not let Rob get too far ahead. He's going to try to take that second place spot. Dalton does. He wants to make a clean sweep here tonight. Couple more laps here, about 5 to go. Remember, lap 105 is what we're looking for. And go back here, good side-by-side battle. Right about 6th, 7th, 8th place spot. Mixing it up pretty good. And remember, we got the Dash for Cash on the line here tonight. And right now, the top 10, that's where the points are, top 10. Got to make it up here. Good run, lap 105, what we're looking for. Bob Haynes right now trying to hold off a charge by the man in Dalton Tucker to see if he can't hold him off. He does not want Dalton to take that spot away from him. Remember Brad, he was up front earlier on. Barred way back in traffic right now, though. Back in about 14th place spot. He's trying to pick up some positions. Single file throughout the field. Most part here. Joshua Mayhew right there hanging on to 11th. Another battle for 11th and 12th. They'd love to maybe try to chip away and get up in the top 10. Get some bonus points. Points matter. Everything matters. Season goes on. Can this man right here, Rob Haynes, hold off and win stage 2 here tonight? He's got a little bit of gap over the man, Dalton Tucker, right there. He'll come around and take this lap. He's got to complete this lap right here to take us into stage 2. So he's got one more time around the track. And a pretty good lead over Dalton, so he's just got to kind of maintain that. Shoots off out of turn 2. Jump off into turn 3 for the final time here. Bring us right up into cross the line. Rob Haynes is going to win stage 2 here tonight. Texas Motorspeedway. Dalton, boy, he closed in on him. I got a feeling Dalton right there was a touch faster. But Rob was able to hold him off. Not bad. We're under caution here for our stage caution. Second stage here tonight. Rob Haynes pulling it off. Lex Seal Coat and Asphalt Repair. Title sponsor for cautions. Now we're looking for that all-important lap. Final one. 67. Who you got on the board to finish this one out? Oh, Rob, man, looking pretty good so far, though. Got to, I gotta kind of admit, he's really the one. He's probably the one there, man. That, Dalton's there. Got to see. The stage cautions out there, Renee, I mean, basically, if in real NASCAR, you know, they have the stages, and obviously they throw the cautions, you know. And let me just say it in my opinion here, and the way I see it, and how it theoretically should work in any race, and obviously the race and anything can happen. If the race goes green, then the only cautions, if you have stages, should be the 2 stage cautions. And it should bunch the field back up if they get too separated out. That is really, I think, one of the main reasons behind it. Obviously, where it is frustrating, I mean, maybe to a viewer, maybe to some drivers, and I get it, is when there is a lot of cautions in a race, and then you have the stage cautions on top of it. But the main, I'm going to say just what I feel, the main thing is obviously, you know, the bonus points, but is to keep the racing close and together on a long green flag style run. It is my feeling of the main reason behind stage racing. I enjoy it. Now, like, again, where it's frustrating is if you have a lot of cautions in between the stages, and then you have the stage caution too. Yes, that can be frustrating, and it's frustrating to the drivers. Hope that explains it a little bit out there to you. And, you know, even real NASCAR has stage racing. They implemented stage racing to make it more exciting. I think that's what it is in a nutshell. Not a lot of leagues do the actual stage cautions. Some of them do stage points. I do a league on Monday and Wednesday. They actually do halfway and stage style points, but don't do the cautions. But I feel like, you know, it definitely does make it exciting. Makes it a strategy-wise race, too. But strategy only plays in, and again, on what I look at, is if you've got long green flag runs in between. Some tracks bring about issues that others don't. Don't take anything away from these drivers out here because they're good drivers. So, hope that kind of explains a little bit to you and kind of break down. That's kind of my feeling. Everybody maybe has a little bit of different opinion on it. And then I could be way off on left field and out of the ballpark about it too. What was that to see? Here we go. Get set to go back. Green flag. Man out front. Oh, he took stage one. Rob Haynes, Dalton Tucker right there. So my question now is, can Rob hold off Dalton? Dalton was coming. Could have been another lap or two. Yeah. Wow. Oh, you're no problem out there, Renee. Any time, and I try to find things up, and obviously you can go online and look it up too. NASCAR implemented the stage racing and caution to bring more excitement basically into the racing, and I think it has in real racing. Just some tracks really, they just breed cautions no matter what. There's nothing you. Here we go, pace cars in, going back green. Look at old Rob, he's going to get a good jump. I mean, that's just the benefit of being the leader out front. But Dalton doesn't want him to get too far away. Clears the second place car there. Exactly what he needed. Clear that machine and get out front. Oh, a little door-to-door action back there between Waylon, Chris. Job right there between those two. Nice one so far. Good racing throughout. So this will bring us on up in. Looking for lap 167 here tonight to end it out here. Going to be, is Rob Haynes going to be able to hold it off? And be Dalton out front. Good battle right here though. Joshua Mayhew, Chris West, and old Waylon nose to tail battling. Body so far. Body single file. Oh, looks like I've got a crash in the back though. So, on the green. Deal. To the field here. Kenneth was running up front earlier on. He's back to 15th. Thomas Lattimore there in 6th. Bill Benedict right there in 18th. Scott Wise to 17th. Reggie up to 18th. Don Held hanging on 23rd. He ain't got a front end though. That thing's all tore up. I know where Reggie's at. Reggie's hanging on to 19th, so he's actually moved up a couple places so far. Guy at me. Well, unfortunately, Jim. Yeah, he's had an up and down night. He was quiet up front earlier, but got slammed there earlier too. Wow, back up front though, these two. Bob Haynes and Dalton. Nose to tail. It just seems like we were talking earlier that if you get back behind somebody, trying to run them down is very, very hard. Go. Looks like Dalton, man, has not been able to run down Rob. Rob has actually been able to hold him off. The old Matt right there, he goes to the outside, not where you want to be. You definitely want to be on that inside lane. Good race right now throughout the field. Rob Haynes still holding on to this one. Eisenhower right there hanging on to 12th. Having a good run here tonight. Keith Dunn to 11th. On here back in the back just a little bit more. Everybody's kind of getting spread out now. You can see a couple guys, what we talked about earlier, little packs throughout the field here. This is kind of what long green flag runs brings to it. And pass for the lead up here. Dalton Tucker finally takes it over Rob Haynes. Uh-oh. I tell you. Woo. That is not what Rob wanted to see. He did not want to see Dalton get him up there and blow right by him. Not happening. Bad, bad, bad. Rob has fallen off the wagon a little bit. We'll say it that way. Falling off the pace. How's that? Close battle here, though. That's actually for third place. Got Chuck. He's moving up in on Josh. Look to maybe take that spot away here soon. Right now, you've got some guys moving in. Brad Bothwell, he's made it around a lot of that pack up to 6. Closing in on the final laps here, though. Getting close. These guys are going to start thinking about pit stops. And they need to start thinking about what do I got to do strategy-wise to get up front and win this thing. That's the other key. What do I got to do here? It's getting down to go time almost here. Really, really is. Yo, Chris make the pass right there on Joshua. Got Matt very well too there. I hope your favorite driver out there is doing good. We've had some up and down runs here tonight with a lot of them out there. Dalton Tucker definitely the man on point so far. He's had an outstanding night. You know, I appreciate tuning in. We're here for the I-State Racing Association, presented by Ford Entertainment Group. SPC, Xfinity Series. A lot of other great sponsors on board here. Dalton Tucker in the win here. Make it win number 2 this season. Like what we see so far. A lot of patience on the track. When we bring this thing out here. Again, though, the thing about it is these guys are going to have to think about strategy, pit-wise and everything else, strategy-wise, and see what they've got, because this is about to go time here. I mean, down to the final laps. Not sure, nobody's going to be able to make it all the way. You're definitely going to have to pit. It's just all a matter when do you pit? Do you short pit? Go the whole distance? We saw lap 22. Some guys pitted earlier. We're getting close here. 137 puts us within 20 laps to go. The bad thing about it is, and you can see the lead that Dalton has. He has a 2.3 second lead, and here comes Dalton in. And this might be a good one because this will be his scheduled pit stop here. They're probably going to force the hand of a lot of players. A lot of other guys coming in with him. Brad Bothwell and company. But this right here will force you to, if stay out leader-wise, they're going to, force your hand a little bit to stay out and whatnot. Yeah. I like it. Now, good pit strategy there by that man, Rob Haynes. Rob's going to come in now, so like I said, I think that might have said, okay, I got to come into pit road. As pit road is the very busy place right now, so kind of answered our own question here when these guys were going to come on pit road right now. Who we got here? Final laps closing down. Cycling through the field though. Dalton Tucker still stays out front of Rob. The one thing that will happen with flag stops is it will split up the field a lot. We go right now. See Dalton going through some lap traffic. A caution flew right now, he'll get the lucky dog. All right, Tell you what, getting down here to these closing laps. Got about less than 20 to go here. 35 still in it. See here, see where the 35 is at for you. Believe he still is. That'd be Reggie if I'm not mistaken. Actually, Jim, I bet. Yeah, he is. The problem is he got caught up in a wreck. You can see him right there. He's got actually, he's got a new look to his car. It's called a modified machine. But, yeah, unfortunately all tore up out there. But, not giving up. He's up to 27. So, you know, points, like you said. So, Jim looking good. A lot of cars out right now. Ben's last one, or Bill, excuse me, the last one to take a pit stop. That's going to cycle around to this man out here. You got Doug Hess going to be in second. Rob Haynes up to third. Pit strategy. The old GM, man, not the night he wanted. Definitely a bad night on his end there. Hate it. I don't know. I just don't know if anybody can stop Dalton. That guy is on rails. He is definitely the man to beat right now. Rob's up to second. You see he's got a 5-second lead. Going to take a caution for him to get up there, but hopefully this thing runs out green the rest of the way. And there's not a lot that Rob can do at this point. He is pretty much stuffed. We've seen earlier, this place is just a very hard place to pass. It's a very hard place to catch up. Tom Drelling right there hanging on to third. He's going through some lap traffic himself. Brad Bothwell there in fourth. Joshua Mayu up to fifth. Chuck right there sixth. Josh hanging on seventh. Jacob Eisenhower. Eighth. Chris West at ninth. Thomas Lattimore at 10th. But yeah, not a lot these guys can do right now. That's some bad. That's bad. Tom hanging on to third. But how far back Brad is? Brad, he's a little off the pace there too. But coming up here, we got what 23 laps. Oh, no problem there, Mary. Like I always say, if you've got any of you drivers out there you want us to shout out or show, let me know. Hook you up. Show them off, man. I love showing off the drivers and love the family members out there who support the drivers. Like all the viewers out there who come out and support week in and week out. It's awesome. Hey, you can check us out, man, tomorrow night too. We got the 7500 Trans Service Cup Series. Good race there. And another week here, we're also kicking off on Wednesday night the 7500 Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Series. That'll be awesome. Finish this one out here tonight for the Ford Entertainment Group PC Xfinity Series I-State Racing Association. Dalton Tucker, the man out front here in Texas. Rob Haynes right there along with him, Tom Drelling. Getting close to about 16 there, about 17 to go here. Oh, pit stop. Brad Bothwell on pit road. Scheduled or not? Huh. Now, I'm gonna take these guys, can make it all the way now. Thomas Lattimore's in pit road. Well, it's something we're gonna have to keep an eye on here for the leaders. I'm sure they can make it all the way. Leaders and everything. Pretty positive. Got Rob right there, so it'll be interesting. Does he stay out or what? Very close one here. I don't know. See what he does. And look at that, Rob Haynes on pit road, so, and Dalton Tucker on pit road, so, okay. Well, this brings about some interesting, Now, Rob took 2 tires. Dalton took 4. Rob tried a strategy. The problem is Dalton still got out in front of him. And I think the 4 tires are going to pay off. I think the 2 that Rob did, I think he probably thought he was going to be able to leapfrog past Dalton. Wow. Now my question is, can anybody make it? Kenneth got enough? Keith have enough? Does any of these guys up here have enough to make it all the way? And if a caution was to fly at this point, boy, that puts Dalton and Tucker and all them in a bad spot. Because they'd be marred a lap down. They'd have to take either the wave around or basically stay a lap down at this point. Actually, excuse me. Actually, Dalton Tucker and them would be in a good spot. My bad. They got back on the lead lap. I didn't see that. I thought they were lapped down, so my bad on that one. Never mind. But really, a caution at this point would still help Dalton out. I think it would benefit Rob more than anything because he took those 2 tires. Got Josh right there. Kenneth, but now we're getting up to about 13 to go. Actually, 12 to go now. Does Josh have enough? I mean, he's got a huge enough lead. 25 seconds. And 25 seconds with about 12 laps. If he can make it all the way. Look at the lap time difference. And Josh right now ran a 31.1 to Dalton's 29. So yeah, there's about a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds difference. And that's going to slow down as the race goes on, or as it goes on. At this point, if Josh was able to have enough to last, Dalton's going to run out of time catching him. I just don't think Josh and Kenneth and them can make it. But at some point, here's the thing you got to think about. At some point, you've got to make that decision. Stay out or come in. And I think if you're not going to come in here within the next couple laps, you've already made that choice of, yeah, this is what I got. This is what I'm doing. So I think right now Josh is probably saving fuel. So let's look. You can see Dalton still 22 seconds back. And we've got less than 10 to go. At this point, if Josh was to pit, he knows he's going to give up a ton of positions. I don't know if he can make it all the way or not. That's pushing it. That's pushing. But he could. He could possibly do it. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. I'm kind of up in the air on what's going to happen here. Dalton is still 17 seconds back, and you can see Josh. I feel like he's in fuel save mode. And let me look at the laps here. Yeah, we're at lap 162, so we've only got a lot left. Oh boy. So, can Josh hold off here and win it? Can Kenneth and Keith Dunn hold off here and win and stay up in second, third? I mean, again, Dalton, he has been in this position I don't know how many times. We've seen it. He's been like, man, I've dominated races, and it's come down to the late race. Somebody's made a better pit strategy than he is. It just seems like that has been the Achilles heel to Dalton all season long. He's had the fastest car, probably some of the most dominant cars all season long. Performance-wise on the track, bar none. But it just seems like when it comes to the end, somebody out-strategies. And it just does not play into his hand. Yes, he's gaining. He's 14 seconds. The problem is he's going to run out of time at the way it's going for Josh. Now, he might be able to catch Kenneth and take over third and still, manage to get a top three out of this. So that's a possibility, but unless Josh just runs out of fuel or a caution flies, but I hope it goes green. I really do. So, right there you go. If Josh just keeps doing what he's doing, and at this point, Josh is not going to pit. There's no way he's pitting. Because he's only going to he should come around here and take the white flag the next time by. Wow. I'm making sure I'm looking at that right too. It ain't 56 instead of 66. But Josh has done a masterful job staying out here, pit strategy and all. And he's coming out of turn 4. Will take the white flag. All he has to do is make it around the track one more time. What a run if he can make it. If he comes out of turn 4, he pretty much coasts that thing. And Dalton Tucker, Dalton's right there. Dalton wants that 3rd spot. Is he going to get it? He's got a lap car right there on him. The 04 machine is going to try to see if he can't block him, but Dalton's going to get 3rd. But out of the last turns, the winner tonight, Joshua, is going to win it. What a race finish for him here. Kenneth is going to come up in 2nd. Dalton Tucker right there in 3rd. Wow. Gotta love finishes like that. I mean, what a fuel strategy win by that man right there. Josh, I mean, you have enough to make a burnout? Oh. Wow. Wow, wow. My hat's off to him. And a good run by Kenneth, too. Hats off to him. Good outstanding run. Well, let's bring up 3rd place man here, Dalton. Dalton, Joanna Booth, got a copy?
I got you, man.
Well, Dalton, I tell you, I can't hear you, so I don't know what the world's going on with Discord here. Done anything, but I think you are coming across the stream. I can't hear you, but I can see the meter moving out there. So hopefully everybody out there in the chat world will be able to hear you. But either way, man, let us know how you raced there. Just, again, dominating performance. Unfortunately, just came up a little short. That pit strategy, man, threw you off. But you came home here in 3rd tonight.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's definitely had the car to beat, and I don't know, it's just one of those things. I knew it was going to be super close, so it's either try to stretch it and make it to the end, or pit early and just go as fast as I can, and that's what I did, and just didn't quite have enough at the end.
All right, well, I tell you what, man, a good run. Again, like I say, I apologize. I can't hear you for some. I don't know why. I mean, it happened to Ryan earlier. I don't know what's happened to Discord, but either way, I do see the meter, so hopefully everybody out there in the chat world will be able to hear what you said there. But hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and end it off with saying, you got anybody you want to thank, man, for the 3rd place tonight?
Just thanks my teammates, and thank everyone in the league. Stage 2 was a little rough, but we ended it pretty strong, and appreciate you putting this on for us.
I'll tell you what, Dalton, man, appreciate it right there as always. Again, congratulations on that 3rd place run here tonight.
Thanks, man.
All right, well, let's bring up this guy right here. And pulled it off up into 2nd place here. Oh, Kenneth. Kenneth, Joe in the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Kenneth, I'll tell you, like I was telling Dalton, for some reason, I don't know what's up with Discord here tonight, the chat thing. I can see the meter out there moving, and so hopefully everybody's able to hear you talk. I can't hear y'all talking for some reason. I don't know why. But either way, man, you came home in 2nd tonight. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, I feel great, man. I got caught lap down earlier there when the caution come out. Kind of burnt me, and I had to play catch up the rest of the way.
Well, I'll tell you, again, I don't know what you said there, but either way, coming home in 2nd, awesome pit strategy to hold off and hang on to that 2nd place. I mean, real quick, did you think you were? I mean, what point did you know you were going to be able to make it all the way?
Man, I was backing out earlier there, about 10 laps to go. I run out of gas about 15 feet on the other side of the finish line. So I definitely cut it close. But I came home with it, won that dash for cash, and that's awesome.
I'll tell you what, again, a good run for you there. But hey, man, you got anybody you want to shout out for coming home in second here?
Yeah, I just want to thank Dalton and Josh Mayu, and thank the broadcast booth for doing a good job, and thank my teammates for being out here. And I also want to thank KCI for letting me put that sponsor on my car, and we sure appreciate it.
Well, as always, a good run there. Again, congratulations on that second place run there, Kenneth.
Yeah, appreciate it, buddy.
There you go, second place man. Well, let's bring this guy down here, because what a heck of a pit strategy. Joshua, Joe ain't in the booth, got a copy?
Hey, gotcha, man.
All right, Joshua, I'll tell you what. Hey, I'll just tell you the same thing I told the other two guys. I can see the meter moving and all, but I can't hear y'all for some reason. I don't know why. I know Ryan had some issues earlier, but either way, man, I gotta say, what an awesome pit strategy out there to put you in victory lane. I know it's got to be an exciting feeling to be able to do it. At what point did you make that decision to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to stay out, and, hey, I'm going to put all my cards out on the table and try to win this thing?
Right about when we went green with like 58 to go. I knew I was about a third to fifth place car, and Dalton and Rob, they could run the track a little bit better. I hadn't seen this track at all before today. I didn't turn any laps at all until pre-race. That was the only time I've ever been on this new track, so I haven't quite figured it out like they did. And then I was like, well, I can run third place, play their strategy, or I'm right on the edge. I can try to roll the dice and make something work, and you see what happened.
Well, I tell you what, again, like I say, man, awesome run for you tonight. You put it in victory lane here at Texas Motorspeedway for the I-State Racing Association here, presented by Ford Entertainment Group. Man, you got anybody you want to thank, man, for the awesome win?
Oh yeah, I want to thank first and foremost my teammates at Veteran Motorsports and our alliance with Wolfpack, Flatline Graphics, Fireball, F.E.G PC for sponsoring the series, and then who we got? We got Butt Kicker, GTR Simulator, iRacing, iFlag, you guys for broadcasting for us, putting this out there for everyone to enjoy, and you know, Dalton and Rob for making me have to play a different game of cat and mouse. It was fun. You know, I didn't want to settle unless I absolutely had to, so sometimes you just got to think outside the box and roll the dice and go for it.
Well, again, as always, man, again, congratulations on that win tonight there, and congratulations there, Joshua.
Absolutely, man. Thank you.
Well, there you go, man. Winner tonight here, Joshua, putting it in victory lane. Folks, man, like I say, what a race. It was an awesome one here tonight for the Ford Entertainment Group PC there, Xfinity Series, presented by I-State Racing Association. We're going to leave Texas, but it was everything's big here tonight in Texas. It was a big race and big excitement there. So, as always, for myself and everybody here, everyone, have a good night.